Welcome. Thank you for joining us on the empty side of the table. Let's try this once more with feeling. This will be a review of the Masters of the Universe new Eternia Zodac figure. I have tried to do 2 videos so far and neither were successful. So Zodac is one of my most adored characters in the Masters of the Universe, who is grossly unrepresented in the cartoon, and they never really did much with him. I viewed in one video that essentially he came out as a villain, and that's why they gave him the clawed feet and the scalloped forearms, and then they made him neutral, I guess. I don't know if he's ever been truly good. Now, this artwork on the package is beautiful. I adore this style of artwork. It doesn't look like your typical I'm going to try to copy Frank Frazetta kind of artwork, or, you know, make everybody look like Conan or anything like that. This is really cool. I think the thing I found most intriguing about Zodac was his helmet design. I'd never seen something quite like it, and it had a very retro sci-fi look to it, like something you would see in a really bad 1950s sci-fi movie or on the cover of a pulp novel. And, you know, maybe it's a little influenced by Ultraman or something, but I think it's brilliant. So on the back here, we have Zodac, Cosmic Enforcer. Few are more powerful than the omnipotent master of the cosmos, Zodac. As Keeper PF, the neutral... Well, I don't know what that means. As the Keeper PF, the neutral balance between good and evil, the Cosmic Enforcer's universal travels return him to Eternia, home of Castle Grayskull, the nexus of realities, and the center of the multiverse. For a threat to the cosmic balance can come from anywhere at any time. These are the other figures that come in this series. I guess. I think I've only seen Catra. Haven't seen Skeletor or that He-Man. They're from that CGI cartoon. As you can see, the top is already opened. It's a bit hard to keep it sealed shut, but we'll take them out and give you a brief review. So it comes with an extra set of hands and this pair of sticks that can attach and become a staff. Maybe a spear, I guess you'd say. No, I know it doesn't go that way. I was just playing around. There we go. Looks pretty straight too, not bad. Now, I ordered this from Amazon because I had never seen it at retail or a convention of any kind. And as I said before, he's one of my favorite characters. Maybe I got a bit paranoid, but I honestly didn't think I'd ever see him in the stores. Couldn't find him at a convention, so I was lucky enough to snag him on Amazon. So my first blush with when I opened it was the chest piece was a bit wonky. I thought maybe it was because of the way it was just put in the packaging and it kind of molded itself that way. But it actually is a bit small. You're not able to get tab A into tab B fully, as it were. See, if you slip in one side, the other side won't go through completely. And I guess that's fine. It gives them a little bit more play. The holster here also hampers a bit of mobility and can cause this thing to shift depending on which way you move them. One impressive design I found impressive, was that the shoulder pads here, while they could impede movement, they swing out like that. so he can move a little bit more. There we go, let's see. And they are detachable, they just snap right back in. And I thought, my first thought was that the gun would snap into this holster here, like something like that, but it's really too small, if you can see that. And I played around with it a little bit, tried to force it in there, and it just looks wonky. You can't, because you got this just sticking out like that when I feel it should be pointed to the back, not just at the side like that. I suppose it's easier to grab and pull out if you prefer, but yeah, it just looks wonky to me. I guess, okay, maybe that works a bit better there. And the stick does also fit in there too, but only one of them, of course, it'd be too long otherwise. And then the staff itself is a bit difficult to get in your hands if you want to. So you can slide it in like that one, it's short, but if you're going to try to slip it through, you're not able to do it on this wee bit larger part there. You can only do it on the smaller area, and even then it's a bit scary. So what you can do is attach it, or put it into his hand and then attach the stick. Make it into staff. Lots of play in his head. He's got that cool swivel. Can look up, down, sideways, all that other stuff. He's got nice movement in the arms. Again, the shoulder pads swing out so he can swing his arm up more. Does have double jointed elbows. The second joint, as is with most of these, is a bit stiff, and I'm too gun shy to try to force it. His waist, it's only his upper torso that he's got play, but it really affects the chest plate. So it's kind of hard to really get any true motion out of it, or get him to stay that way. His legs swing out. He's got the nice twist at the top of the thigh. Also double jointed knees. The, I don't know, shorts don't do too much to impede movement. They're a wee bit flexible, not quite. Toes, that sounded silly. The toes point, but I don't think there's a side-to-side swivel in the ankle. But it does turn right there at the top of the boot, I guess you'd call it, I'm not sure. And as you can see, if you swing out the leg on this side, the holster is going to cause some movement with the chest piece, which doesn't exactly fit, even if you're not trying to do a dynamic pose. I don't know if this is just a factory flaw, and maybe the others don't have this problem. I wouldn't mind checking that out firsthand. Maybe I'll find one loose. And I'm sure there's some collectors out there that can do some custom stuff. Alright, so I guess I did figure out that the gun can fit in the holster. That's nice. There we go, cool. This is a beautiful figure. And an amazing character. I'm currently reading the Dark Horse Masters of the Multiverse or something. And it's pretty much about a conversation between the Sorceress and Zodac, and whether or not he should destroy the current avatar of He-Man, I think, or something. And she's trying to convince him that in every iteration of He-Man across the multiverse, he's essentially good. Brilliant. Let's take a close look at him then. All the way down. Are you going to stay up? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, it's not attached there. I wouldn't go so far as to say this is impeding this from truly being attached, but it looks like it is removable. So if you don't like the holster, you can remove that and just have the chest piece. Cool. So I suppose before I wrap up, I've recently delved into making a vague attempt at painting miniatures. That's what we've got going on over here. We've been watching a few videos, and really late into the game I realized that this would be a massive undertaking. These are just some extra figures I had laying around, and I've done the slap chop, I think they call it, to these. And then if you go over it again in white just a little bit, you can highlight some of the tips and things. And I truly don't even have enough paints or washes or anything like that to really do these figures justice. So I'm going to take a few of these and paint them up, see what I can make of them. I do like how this one came out here. He's got some nice greys and deep blacks. Came out quite well, I think anyway. Right, so that was a review of the new Eternia Zodac from the Masters of the Universe. Glad this one came out okay. Stay healthy, always be kind, and take care.